Well, how'd it go working inside and I guess a little bit outside?
We got a little bit in and outside. You know, it's been a perfect world. You've been loved to be outside the whole time, but we got in here and we got a chance to, thank goodness for this building where we got, you know, two places to be, an auxiliary gym and Minges, and it worked as well as it could work for being inside.
Did you split up offense and defense for the most part?
Yeah, we had an offense-defense split, and then special teams, we came back for those periods. Individuals, kind of different times at different places, but it was good.
How does that affect you when you have to come inside like this? Did it change things a whole lot, or is there a benefit or disadvantage? Or?
Well, we'll find out on Saturday. You know what I'm saying? We think that first thing is it's always good to keep the kids' legs fresh. We're able to come in and still see the details of what we do inside. You know, so there's a lot of good that can come from it. And I think we're gonna focus on the good.
Scotty, what do you feel like you have to do defensively against a team like Virginia Tech to kind of hold them in check?
We got to stop the run. We got to stop the run. They're going to make some splash plays. They got some dynamic receivers, whether it's Bucky or Isaiah on both sides. They got some dynamic guys, but if we can stop the run, I think we have a really, really good chance against them.
What are your evaluations kind of last week's game?
Our evaluation last week is that we felt like we made some improvements, but we're always trying to kind of compete with our best self. You know, we feel like that we can always do better, and we want to be able to kind of find what those things are. So I thought we showed some good things, but we expect a lot, and I felt like that at times we learned from our mistakes, and but, you know, we had some, and we need to put a full game together, and so we learned that, you know, one play at a time and try to put a full game together. That was a big tension in them.
But when you look at them on tape, what kind of gets your attention when you look at Virginia?
Well, they got an athletic quarterback. They, you know, that can do several things. You know, he can run, he can throw, big arm. They got skilled guys with speed. They got some matchup situations where, you know, they got a tight end that plays a lot of wide receiver at 6'7". That's always a matchup. So trying to put our guys in the best position to make football plays is what we're trying to do. But there's definitely some matchup issues. They do a good job on offense with the tempo also. So those are the challenges that we're in.
Do you feel like you have an advantage this week facing a dual threat quarterback like you did last week at South Carolina?
Well, I think it's an advantage in preparing against a dual threat quarterback because that's the nature of college football. That is not a surprise anymore. That is the norm. And so therefore, we always go into it preparing for an athletic quarterback because everybody has, if it's not the starter, the next guy's an athletic guy. And so you have to be ready for that because that's just the nature of the game these days.
You guys have the one sack through 3 games. I guess, is that a concern, the pass rush at this point, or do you feel like they're close to breaking through?
The concern is winning. So for me, you know, of course we love to have sacks, but the goal is to get off the field, stop people from scoring, and so whatever that takes, that's what we're looking for. And pass rush is part of that, and we would like to improve that, but we want to improve that because that'll affect the quarterback, and affecting the quarterback helps us win.
Well, we're going up there, you know, we're going to give it our best shot. We feel like we can beat anybody on our schedule if we do what we're supposed to do. I think if we execute, you know, it's a team sport, so, you know, the offense has got to do their job, the kicking game, and then defensively, and of course I coach the secondary, and it's like it is every week. If the defensive backs don't give up deep balls and they tackle on the running game, then we got a chance to win. You don't have a chance to win when you give up 80-yard fades, 80-yard post routes, and 60-yard runs.
On Saturday, the Hokies quarterback, bit of a running quarterback. How does that change your preparation from like more of a pro-style quarterback to a dual threat quarterback?
Well, your coverage package changes a little bit, you know. Just like, you know, last week, number 11, the quarterback from South Carolina, was more of a runner than he was a thrower. Mm-hmm. So preparing last week, you know, for South Carolina, it gave us a little bit of a head start, you know, preparing for this week. Mm-hmm. So, you know, some of the same coverages we had last week to stop the running quarterback, you know, just carried over to this week.
What was your assessment overall of how well the secondary covered those receivers?
I thought we played much better. You know, 26 gave up a 27-yard deep ball. The one that they called on number 5, you know, was contested by the officials, but I thought it was a bang play. And when they reviewed it, they felt like that we interfered with him. So, you know, I can't argue with it, but it was a bang play. Other than that, I was real pleased. I thought we tackled better. We tackled at 88%. Our goal is, you know, 86. We gave up, number 26 gave up that deep ball early, but we kept them out of the end zone that time. And then the 27-yarder on the contested was the only 2 deep balls we gave up. So I was real pleased with that. I thought they played better.
So traveling up to another loud road environment, how do you kind of get ready for that?
I guess South Carolina kind of prepared us for it a little bit, but same things last year. I would say last week. Signals, making sure we're communicating well throughout practice. Just being on the same page as the other guys, so make sure I hear my safeties, and if I don't, let them know. Hold each other accountable, and we'll be on our side.
Do you do anything differently during the week to prepare for a dual threat quarterback like Virginia Tech has?
Personally, I don't. Without, I guess when they scramble, I have to know to plaster onto my guy. To the closest guy, I need to take him because if the quarterback scramble, you got to know short guys are going deep, the guys are going short. So make sure that I do my responsibility. But as far as dual threat quarterbacks, our safeties and our linebackers are mostly the quarterback players, so they have to make sure they have good eyes. But other than that, personally, I don't really have that big of a responsibility on the quarterback.